SoFi Stadium for Super Bowl 60. One game to decide it all. It's the AFC champion Cleveland Browns and the champions of the NFC, the Dallas Cowboys. Around the globe, wherever you are, welcome to America's great sports day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Super Bowl Sunday. Great to share with you one more time, Greg. What a 2025 season, all the twists, all the turns, and it all culminates tonight here in Santa Clara.
And I think this is a matchup like that. I don't know how many people had on their calendar just a couple of weeks ago, but you look at the rosters, both sides of the ball, very well balanced, very well coached. So I think the biggest thing each team told us all week was, let's just handle the emotions of the pregame. Let's handle all of the lead-up. Because once that ball's kicked off, let's just rely on what's gotten us here. And I think we're in for a treat.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday. And off we go on EA Sports. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
You just can't imagine the emotions and the thoughts swirling around his head as he takes the field on this opening drive, Mike. I mean, you think of the journey they've been on, their regular season, that gauntlet of playoff games through the AFC playoffs, and now here they are. He's taking the field as the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl, and he's 4 quarters away from living out his dream.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. His first catch of this Super Bowl. And good for the first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
To the right side, this is McCaffrey. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
We'll go play action with Nix. Working across the field, it's complete to Pittman. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Play action now. It's Nix. First down throw there is incomplete. Jaden Higgins, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
2nd down. Nix. This one complete to Washington. And good work here defensively. They force him out after a gain of just a yard. And now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And he'll be taken down. But we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. McCaffrey. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
I think this is one of those cases, Mike, where simple is better than creative. They try to get fancy, and not only do they not get the ball into the end zone, they don't even get the ball back to the original line of scrimmage. We're going to see here, this could end up costing them 6 points.
And this defense standing tall in the red zone. They stop him for no gain, and now it's 4th and goal. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Browns will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
All week long, they just keep telling themselves it's just another game, and then reality sets in. And I promise, as he takes the field right now, Mike, the thoughts and the emotions swirling around his head, he's got to do his best to harness it. These are the games that legacies are built upon. He understands, even though he's had this long journey, he is going to be judged based on these next.
Four quarters.
Okay,
ready? Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Check the Eagles. Pat the street. Pat the street. Steady.
Here's a toss left side for Henderson.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan of the toss. Healthy game, and they pick up the first down.
1st and 10.
Get it. Hurt. Get up.
Now this looks like a design run. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. What a job there, using his legs on the run, pickup of 19, and that's a first down. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going short game.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Now it is 1st and goal.
Here we go. Let's go.
Henderson. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. After a spirited first quarter here in Super Bowl 60, it's the Browns with the advantage. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. On to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal, as we are ready to get back underway. Good blocking, and he's in. Travion Henderson. Touchdown, Dallas.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
He is good. Makes the score Cowboys 7, Browns 3.
touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. There you see Kevin Stefanski, twice NFL Coach of the Year. His Browns begin their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. In motion comes Pittman. The show can't sweep and instead run it up the middle. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 6. They'll throw. It's Nix. That is caught on the side by Waddle.
You can see in the eyes of the quarterback, he's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
Anytime I see a sneak go backwards, that tells me they didn't do a very good job disguising it. That front not only knew that it was coming, but they won the battle at the line of scrimmage. They force him backwards, and they force 4th down.
And he's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down. Good work there. 4th and 1. They pick up 7 and pick up a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. Picked up by Deontay Banks.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. He'll push this one downfield for Bowers. And he will go all the way. Bowers. Touchdown, Cowboys. Groupie able to add the extra point. Cowboys extend their advantage to 14-3. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This throw right side, pulled in by Pittman. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down. Higgins sent in motion. On, and they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing is Nix. This one, downfield, taken in by Higgins. 2nd reception of this Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Up the middle, here's McCaffrey, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
It's a loss of a yard.
Well, as been the case this entire 1st half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And this takes takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
15 yards.
They'll come up here, first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Throwing, Nix. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Third and 9. To throw is Nix. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked up by Deontay Banks.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, so this just really comes down to really good defense. You can tell the quarterback's trying to target something downfield, and when they take that away, typically there's something underneath, but they had all levels of the coverage accounted for, and that was a really nice job.
That's into the hands of Worthy. And mark him down up beyond the 30. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and good for the first down. They run straight ahead with Henderson. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Daniels to throw on second down. And he is out of bounds at the 45. His second catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Metcalf left side. He's got it.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Here's second and 2.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Out of the cut, it's Travion Henderson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36.
Here we go. Let's go.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. He'll get this out to Henderson. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second, but will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Dragon 60. COVID-19.
To the air again is Daniels. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. The Cowboys going to use their third and final timeout. As that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's a third down and 4.
70 range. Ready. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 19 tight. 19. Ready.
Daniels going to throw again. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete.
Complete to Travion Henderson. A gain of 18 on the play.
So, 2 quarters down here in Santa Clara. The Super Bowl 60 halftime. Straight ahead with Scott Hanson. And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. Two quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Cowboys offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down.
Let's go now.
Now Daniels. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late.
Defense.
He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar.
Automatic first down.
Here we go. Set.
On first down, Daniels. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
And the Cowboy first down.
Go. Ready up.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. This is intercepted. And the Browns will take over possession here at the 44.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage scene. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
Ready.
The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. And they'll get about 8 out of that one. But still a little work to do now on third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. That is caught by Washington. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
First down.
A give from McCaffrey running right. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now. And partially, it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up third down.
Brings up third and 3.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. This one complete to Washington. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the first down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on fourth down.
And he's going to have that first down. They didn't want to settle for 3, and now it's first and goal.
That's good. We're on Browns. First down. First and goal.
Here's Nix to throw. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
So they're not going to come down with the reception, but Mike, this is actually a really good ball. So with the coverage being as tight as it was, the only place that quarterback can put the ball is high and to the outside. Say, hey,
this one is pulled in on the feet in bounds. Yes! Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Browns.
Browns will line up for the 2-point.
They'll throw. It's Nix. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down.
Hey, get it. Cougar 19. Steady.
On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And he'll work this forward to the 35. That's Henry Toto on the tackle. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Here's Daniels. He fires downfield for Pitts. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And 5 yards to go.
Throwing is Daniels. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game. Like, it just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Dragon 60. Steady.
They'll go. Here's Daniels. That's taken in. And he is going to have a Cowboys first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
Let's go now.
A run, and this is Henderson. To the 20. And he will score. Ravion Henderson. Touchdown, Dallas. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
This returnable from the 4. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Browns offense and receiver Jalen Waddle getting ready to go back to work. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. In motion comes Pittman. Nix now on 1st and 10. The outside, hauled in by Pittman. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big play here in the big game. It covers 63 yards.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now it's McCaffrey. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line. Here's a 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Back to throw is Nix. That's caught by McCaffrey. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
It's a gain of 5.
Down to the final quarter in Super Bowl 60. We'll return for the 4th from Santa Clara after this. Third and 7. Throw it. Nix. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
as a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a fourth down, fourth quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. It'll be marked down up around the 18-yard line. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
Check. Come on. Check. 70,
A run with the rookie from Georgia. It's Trevor Etienne. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
79 Broncos. Steady.
On second down, it's Daniel. And he'll be out of bounds up at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. That's good for a Dallas first down.
Let's go.
Finding Metcalf quickly on the RPO. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Thrown quickly on the RPO to Bowers. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big play here in the big game. It's a gain of 49.
So it's man coverage, Mike. You have to keep track of who your responsibility is. And in this case, he just drops them. He's wide open, short throws, turn into long runs, and they're inside the red zone.
Now Daniel's going to give this forward to the receiver. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and
2. Let's go now.
They'll throw with Daniel. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Throwing again. Daniel. That one taken in. D.K. Metcalf. Touchdown, Cowboys.
The kicker on for the point after.
Droopy able to add the extra point. And the Cowboys will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, it's Droopy to kick this one away. Jackson now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 31. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw is Nix. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
At this point in the game, you find yourself trailing by this amount. It just feels like, why not, right? Just continue to test this defense, see if you can get something going in the downfield passing game, and Nice job by the secondary, understanding what's coming, understanding the offense. They really have nothing to lose.
And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. Here's McCaffrey. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. On second down, it's Nix. Looking across the field, it's complete to Pittman. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And the Browns, first down. First and 10 at the 43.
A first down throw for Nix. Again, they target Pittman. He's got another catch. And he'll get about 3 as he's forced out of bounds.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
This one to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
Christian McCaffrey. Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
Nix from the gun on third down. On the run to the right. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in Super Bowl 60. We're back to write a finish to the season after this. The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. Nix gonna throw for it. That is caught. Finding Higgins. And he will get into the end zone. Jaden Higgins. Touchdown, Cleveland. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Ready? Come on, come on, go!
Caught out wide on the RPO. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Get it! Gotta be lying!
That one is complete. Down the right sideline. And he's in. D.K. Metcalf. Touchdown, Cowboys. That is second touchdown of this Super Bowl. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice. But it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
The Browns offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Throwing is Nix. A short one there to Bellinger. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And they're going to get him a second time. He goes down again. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long.
Loss of 6 yards.
On 4th down, here's Nix. On the move left. And he's going to have the Browns first down. Big letdown defensively. They allow him to convert on 4th and long.
Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
He'll give to McCaffrey on the option. Not much happening there. Just a short gain.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of a yard.
2nd down. Nix.
2nd and 9.
This one complete to Washington. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Here's 1st and 10.
20. And the Browns first down.
They'll run up and clock it a little over 30 seconds. All that is left.
Only good for saving face, sing the cosmetics. How many hands I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up. We got the plyometric.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix, who outs another catch for his favorite target. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now, and they'll stop with 28 seconds to go in the game. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
You have to wonder, Mike, how are those previous mistakes he made earlier in the game still lingering in the back of his mind? You can tell he's being a little bit more conservative. He doesn't want to risk throwing a 3rd interception and kind of just throws this one away.
Shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
That's another Browns first down.
They spike it with 7 seconds left on the clock. The ball still at the 8-yard line for 2nd down and goal. They'll throw. It's Nix. He keeps it himself, and this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little, too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. The extra point is up and through, and the Browns are able to edge a bit closer. Just 1 second, all that remains in the football game as the kick is away. He will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback. On the gap from the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there.
Streets, 19 tight, 19, 18, 70 Rangers, 79 Broncos, Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll drop to throw. And they're going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play. It's been 3 decades, but the drought is over. The Cowboys are once again Super Bowl champions. So the impossible dream has come true. 17 regular season games without a loss. 2 more in the playoffs. And now, Greg, win number 20 on the year here in the Super Bowl to cap off an immaculate season.
And I think at this point, even the guys down there in Miami have no choice but to tip their cap. I mean, think about what this team was able to accomplish, Mike. To go an entire NFL season long without one off week, one single misstep, all season long. I'm not sure if we can plan on seeing another perfect season ever again. So to be here and witness history, all we can do is enjoy it.
Commissioner Goodell doing the honors, handing the Lombardi Trophy to America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, champions of Super Bowl 60. So that'll do it for another sensational season of the NFL on EA Sports. For our entire team and with my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, good night from Santa Clara, California.
Hi everyone, Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Plenty to get you caught up on. We start in Cleveland. The Browns at home to take on the Cowboys. And it's one of the best young tight ends in the game, Brock Bowers. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. And that's a 63-yard touchdown catch.